One of my sayings that I live by in my head is, every system is perfectly designed to get exactly the results that it gets. What I try to remind myself is, that is the reality, and we have designed a system that is the perfect system to get exactly the results we get with the children whom we serve. And if we want to get a different results, then we have to redesign the system. And that's what your Dream of School project is about.
I think back to what Ms. Crawford said a little bit earlier, all the systems and things that you put in place are designed for you to get the results that you are actually receiving. So I believe that by putting systems in place that are going to work for our school, G.E. Patterson High School, that it is going to be the dream school that I expect it to be. These are things that I value: respect, responsibility, resilience, and reflection. So the next thing I want to share with you is how my values would look in a vision as of right now, today. It is our goal. If I had to create a vision statement based on my values, it would sound like this. It is our goal to become a haven of education. As we use this phrase, haven of education means more respectful, responsible, resilient, and reflective students and teachers, more innovation that serves our students' academic, social, and emotional needs, and a more attractive place for teachers to work, students to learn, and parents and community members to visit. Achieving this ambitious vision will require that we become less performance-oriented, more learning-oriented, more data-oriented, and more community-oriented. We sincerely believe that if we work together, we can achieve this vision, and in the process, create a school that will be admired by stakeholders.
The climate and culture of Shelby Foote. There's a lot of words on that slide. They're in your packet too, and I won't bore you with all the reading, but you'll see this slide come up again and again, and the theme with it is that this is really how I planned out in my head how we'll attack each thing. Provide professional development, involve the parents in the community. A huge piece for me, monitor and how the system is working, and then really celebrating the successes. And so as far as school culture goes, I think that a great place to start is to share data about the decrease in achievement, the decrease in attendance, and the decrease in parental involvement, just as a way to say we have to change something. And so really to bring the reality to them that all those things are connected and that our culture has a lot to do with that. I see a critical area of need in mathematics, and on the far right you'll see their TCAP data, which we saw on the first slide, and of course the huge drop from 0809 to 0910. But for me the big piece is the question: how can we equip teachers to use this data and the new standards and rules set to drive their instruction throughout the year so that students learn more and perform better on the end-of-year assessments? And so, as I brought my own thoughts and assumptions to this data without a lot of information, that question I thought is something I could really begin to address with new instructional practices.
Now, I've mentioned a lot of things that have to change eventually, but I can't change everything at once. It's just not possible. I will burn the teachers out, I will burn myself out. So we really need to focus on the highest leverage activities and the highest leverage areas for growth. Teaching and learning, instruction, instruction, instruction. If the teachers are not teaching, the students won't learn, the students won't want to learn, they won't want to come back. It just starts a whole bad cycle. And this may not necessarily be because the teachers don't want to. They may have issues with capacity. And so those are issues that we're going to deal with later on in this presentation. I am going to work to give my teachers opportunities for professional learning and professional collaboration. One big area that I'm going to focus on is rearranging the school day and the school schedule to give teachers time to learn together and to grow together. And then we can't ignore school discipline, because while the early indications of the data say that the students aren't necessarily behaving like they need to because of instruction, I can't just blame it all on instruction. There's something deeper, there's something more systemic that needs to be focused on so we can do a 1-2 punch with teaching and learning and culture. One thing that I feel really strongly about is something I like to call the Essential 5. There are 5 things that I'm going to focus on in this school, day in, day out, that are essential for us to have school. If one of these falls apart, school's not going to work. As the leader of this school, I will focus on learning and teaching, culture, the alignment of the staff, operations and systems, and personal leadership.
So I'm going to close with this quote, because I think that he said much better than I can what your Dream of School project is about. So Freire says, education either functions as an instrument which is used to facilitate integration of the younger generation into the logic of the present system and bring about conformity, or it becomes the practice of freedom, the means by which men and women deal critically and creatively with reality and discover how to participate in the transformation of their world. That's your work as new leaders. It is to build the capacity of the adults in your building, and for the adults to build the capacity of the children in your building to transform their reality and to transform their worlds.